We are going to work with exponents and evaluating exponents. Okay, question number 1. How to evaluate 4 to power 4? 4 to power 4 meaning we take this 4 and multiply by each other 4 times. Okay, to make it better, let me put 4 to power 5, so make it easier. Okay, so I take 4 and it's a base and multiply it by itself 5 times. There we go. 5 times. Okay. Next one. Explain how to determine whether negative 5 to power 3 is negative or positive. I have explained in my previous video, but I don't mind at all to go over one more time. So negative 5 to power 3 meaning negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5. If amount of terms is odd, which is here we have, it's odd 3, then you will end up with negative sign. Okay? If I would add, let's say, let me use another one, negative 5 to power 4, then it would be negative 5, negative 5, negative 5, negative 5. So, which means we have 4 of them, even power, then the result would be plus. Now, you can ask why when it's odd power we use it's a negative, when it's even number it's positive. Very easy. Look here, we know that negative times negative is positive, right? When we multiply. Okay, this negative with this negative, it gives you positive. This negative with this negative gives you positive. So when you have even degree, then you have pair everywhere. So pair with pair, negative with negative, it's always positive. And obviously positive with positive is positive. But if I have odd one, let's see, negative with this negative is positive. Then positive with this negative is gives you negative. So this negative 5, it's kind of zombie. It's dragging down positive sign. Therefore, when you have odd one, that's mean one of them doesn't have couple, doesn't have pair. Okay, that's why it's going to be negative. But when you have even power, then you have all pairs, so it's going to be positive. Okay, next one. Question number 3. What's the difference between negative 2 to power 4 and negative 2 to power 4? Very easy. Negative 2 to power 4 meaning base is negative 2, which means negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So the answer is going to be, this is 4, right? Positive 4. This is also positive 4. 4 times 4 is positive 16. Now let's do negative 2 to power 4. That means we have negative 1 times 2 to power 4, which means this is negative, and 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 will be negative 16. So let me explain much more easier use simpler language. Whatever element this power is close, that cover that number, that element, which is in this case, if I have negative 2 to power 4, 4 is will take care of only 2. But if I put negative 2, that's mean I let the power know that I want you to take care of not only 2 but negative 2. Therefore, here we get negative 2, negative 2, negative 2, blah, blah, blah. Here we get negative 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? Right. Question number 4. Okay, if we have 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, how many times we have here? 6 times, right? So in the format of exponent, we can write down 4 to power 6. Next, number 5. 5 to power 2. 5 to power 2 is what? 5 times 5, right? 2 of them. 25. 6. Negative 3 to power 4. First of all, since base is negative and our power is even, then we're going to get positive. Well, let's show. Negative 3, 1, negative 3, 2, negative 3, 3, negative 3, 4. So we get, will be 9, will be 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Question number 7. Negative 2 to power 2. It's going to be negative 4, right? We already went over. Okay. 8. 3 over 5 squared. When you are squaring fraction or raising to power any fraction, that means you have to raise separately numerator, separate denominator. So 3 squared is going to be 9, 5 squared is going to be 25. Number 9. 0.3 to power 4. That means 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. Okay, so we have how many times? This 3 times 3, so I'm dropping, just like we do multiplication, right? I'm dropping this decimal notation, so 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, it's going to be 81. And then how many decimals we have? 1 decimal, 2, 3, 4 decimals. So 81, that means point is here. So coming 4 decimals to the left. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So point comes here. And we are adding here 0. So it's 0.0081. Okay? Okay. Let me see. I always forget to make it red color so you would know where to look for answer. Okay, this one is good. Okay, we're good. Question number 10. Negative 15 squared. That's going to be negative 15 to power 2. 15 to power 2 meaning 15 times 15, right? It's 225. Let's multiply. So 5 times 5 is 25. 2 in mind. 5 times 1 is 5 and 2 will be 75. 1 times 15. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. So we get 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 1 in mind. And we have here 1. And 1 will be 2. 225 negative. I have video multiplication of whole numbers. You can go and watch. It's in the playlist Basic Math. number 11. And by the way, when I saw 15 squared, in intermediate math playlist, I have math tricks. Go there and you will see there is a case where I explain how you can, within 1 minute, square numbers that ends with 5. Go have a look, it's fun. Okay, number 11. 9 squared minus 11 squared. Okay, 9 squared is 9 times 9, which is 81. 11 squared, it's 11 times 11, 121. Let me show you. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times here, 1 is 1. Now next one. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times this one is 1. And the answer is going to be 1, 2, 1. 121. So we have positive, negative, so we need to subtract. 121 minus 81. We are getting 1 minus 1 is 0. 12 minus 8 is 4. And here is 0, so 40. And the sign is going to be what? Positive or negative? Correct. Sign is going to be the sign of bigger number. 121 is bigger than 81, so it's going to be negative. Question number 12. Negative 2 cubed minus 8 squared. All right. Let me make space. So negative 2 cubed. Negative 2 cubed, that's equal negative 2, negative 2, negative 2, right? This parentheses. So we have add degree, so it's going to be 8. And size, it's going to be negative because we have add. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 squared, because we don't have negative 8 in parentheses, there can be only 8 squared, so it's going to be 8 times 8. Or if I put, well, I don't want to confuse you. Okay, 8 squared, it's going to be 8 times 8, which is going to be 64. And the result is negative 8 minus 64. When we have same sign, we're going to add them, right? So it's 64 plus 8 is going to be 72. And since both of them are negative, that means nothing to choose from. It's going to be negative. Next. Question number 13. There is such question. How we call the symbol that represent unknown number? We call it variable. Because variable is a symbol that represent unknown number. Next, question number 14. Okay, b times b times b times b, or you can write down b, 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 b. We have 4 of them, right? So it's going to be b to power 4. Yes? Okay. Next. Moving to question 15. Q times Q times Q times Q, or Q, 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 q. It's going to be q to power 4. Because there are 4 of them, right? Number 16. Negative, excuse me, negative 9 to power 2. That is equal. Negative 9, right? It's going to be positive 81 because we have even degree. Therefore, result will be positive. 17. Negative 1 to power 8. So, although this is positive, even degree, but negative is not included in the power negative 1. Therefore, this negative stays outside and we get 1 to power 8, 1 to any power will be 8. Let me show difference here. Negative 1 to power 8 is going to be negative 1. But if I put negative 1 to power 8, now I can consider, since my base is negative and raising to even power, I get positive. This because negative 1 to power 8, meaning negative 1 to power 8. That's why we get negative 1. Okay? And the last question, question number 18. 0.05 to power 2. Okay, so what do? As I explained to you, we are ignoring decimal notation. We take 5 and squaring, which will be 25. Now, how many decimals? 0.05 times 0.05. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So, or you can here do 1, 2, and then times 2, because another 0.05. So 4. Here is my decimal at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my decimal, 0, 0. So the answer will be, write down clean, 0.0025. Okay, thank you for watching. See you at the next video.